Could you introducing yourself a little?
I'm from Russia.
From Russia?
Yeah.
I'm from England, UK.
And I'm a student and I'm studying in South Korea and I'm from Nepal.
From Nepal.
Nepal?
Yeah.
I came from Uruguay.
Uruguay?
Yes.
I'm from England, but I live in the US.
You live in the US?
I'm from Germany, Munich. And
Munich?
I was born in Poland, but actually I live 22 years in Munich already.
Which job is the most people preferred in your country?
I would say carpentry, plumbing, construction. They like to be self-employed so they can work when they want. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, especially in the north of England, a lot of self-employment.
Can I ask like some specific reason that why does people prefer the job in your country, like in your guess?
Right now they don't really trust the government, so they like to work for themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the government is very unstable right now with the whole Brexit, and they choose to work for themselves with plumbing and building and carpentry because they trust themselves. That's my opinion.
Is it like difficult to get a job in your country?
I would say it was, yeah. You really needed to be like self-employed to get a job. To work for like other companies, it was very hard.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had to leave England to move to Australia to find a job.
In my country, the most popular job is architecture and builders, and maybe bankers. Actually, I'm the manager in construction, so I choose this profession because it is the one of the popular one.
Is it difficult to get a job in the Russia?
Yeah. It's really difficult because there are many students but not enough place for their jobs.
It's like engineering and doctor, nurse.
Medical doctor,
yeah,
nurse.
because it's like high level job.
High level.
Yeah, highly
Okay.
paid.
Highly paid. Besides that, our country is very popular on tourism also.
Tourism also.
Yeah, because as we all know that Buddha was born in Nepal and the peak of the world, Mount Everest, is also in Nepal. That's why tourism is also one of the popular job in Nepal. Last 2 decades we are suffering from the political instability in our country. That's why unemployment is a major issue in our job.
Oh. So
Yeah.
unemployment is like a major issue in the Nepal. Oh, okay. Which one is the most preferred job in your country?
People want to make Uruguay a bigger country because if you saw the news and something like that, you can see that Uruguay is like the most dangerous country on Latin America, and
Okay.
and it's like the most poor country. So they want to success as an president or as like senator or something like that. Uruguay is like a very corrupt country, so there's a lot of violence and there's a lot of threat around there. And so people are like, they are in danger when they do like that type of job. So yeah.
Oh, so is it gonna be like also like dangerous to be a politician in the Uruguay?
It's very dangerous. So like in America, you can also use guns. So if you don't care about yourself, you are gonna die probably.
Something like murder.
Yes, you can be murdered.
Oh, okay. So then, even though the people try to be like a politician and change the Uruguay or something like
Yes, yes.
In England, the preferred job would be to be a soccer player or
Soccer
football player. Lots of money and lots of glamour, lots of headlines and nice clothes and nice cars. But I think people care more about a work-life balance in the UK.
work-life balance.
So reasonable vacation days and flexible hours so they can look after their children. I work as a professor.
A professor.
And it's different in the UK versus the US. So in the US, professors have lots of respect. But in the UK, less so. The salary is lower and they're sort of a joke, like stuffy people who don't know anything about the real world.
It has like a little bit different reputation.
Right.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Is it difficult to be like a soccer player or like a professor in the UK?
To be a soccer player, there are so few players who make it to the professional level.
Yeah.
Even not just to be a star player, even to be an average player is very, very hard.
Oh.
In the UK, a lot of people stop after a bachelor's and then go to work, which means if you continue to do a master's and then a PhD and then want to be a professor, you can do it. You just have to put the years in.
very difficult to say, but I think, of course, Germany is the country of BMW, Daimler, so a lot of people working for the automotive industry.
Yeah.
But I think my job is the best. We're doing events and
Events.
trade shows, conferences. We're organizing them, and I love it.
Are you own your own business?
I'm the owner of the business. and
You're the owner.
He's director sales.
Oh, so I was like interview with the boss. Is it difficult to get in this job in Germany?
Yeah, of course you have to study and being good in your studies and then you have a good chance to get a good job in engineering. Or my job is more marketing.
In Poland, I think still jobs like lawyer or medical jobs. Yes.
Is it difficult to being a doctor or like a nurse in Poland?
It's very difficult because you have to pay for your study and it's very expensive. Takes long, so you need a lot of money.
How long does it take to be a doctor or like a nurse?
You start with 5 years, and then it depends how much money you have.
For you, which job is the most like coolest job?
For me, I would love to be a photographer because I love traveling and I like to see the world. And from what I've seen of the world, it's so amazing, and I just like to take pictures of it. And so I know myself that I saw it.
I like children, that's why I want to work in kindergarten.
Working in a kindergarten?
But it's only like for my soul, for my how I feel. But in reality, I study management and construction. That's why I think that I will realize myself in this way.
Oh, is it hard to be the kindergarten teacher in Russia?
Not so. You just need to have some qualification that you can get for 1 year.
For 1 year. Is there any kind of job that you think, wow, that's really cool?
Maybe guide.
Guide?
Guide.
Like a tourism.
Yeah.
Tourist.
We can also travel, explore our country.
Explore the country.
Really want to explore our country.
I'm a medical student and I'm going to pursue my future job in Nepal as a medical profession.
Medical profession.
Yeah.
I want to become a translator because there isn't a lot of people that is like able to speak English or other countries. So I think in Latin America, being a translator can help you a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
My dream job
Yeah.
would be to work in comedy.
Working in comedy.
Yeah. If I won the lottery,
Yeah.
then I would quit my professor job and try and be a comedian.
Trying to be like a comedian. Oh.
Jobs as a professor,
Yeah.
I have to be careful with what I say.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to offend anyone. I want to take care of my students. But when you're a stand-up comedian,
Yeah.
you can stand on the stage and you can say some things. The audience might like it, they might not, but you have that freedom.
Which job is kind of like most cool?
Our job.
Yes, of course. Yes, it's our job.
Yeah.
That's the most. Yeah, I love it. I really love it. Or barkeeper. That's a cool job.
Okay. Oh, that's the cool job.
Yeah, I did this during my studies.
Oh, really?
Being barkeeper. Yeah, I
Barkeeper.
financed my studies.